Alright, it is time again for some C# coding, and there is no music. That's not good. Let's get it going. Wonderful. I hope it might be a little bit loud. Let's turn it down a notch. Good, hopefully that's alright. And what we're gonna do today, let's test out the thing that we have so far. So last time we had a little bit of a math problem, getting the loop to run. But what is we're doing in general? Let's get this here on the maximization. Good, we do have a little bit of a map here. And don't worry about the stripes here, that just means that the camera is inside our guy. And our guy looks like that. And we can jump like this. Whee! And we can even jump mid-air. And there are some controls, and those controls we also have to make a reality. Invert mouse look is already working nicely. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So we can just do that. Zoom in, zoom out. Jumping is working. First person, third person is currently not working. And bird character view also not working. Good, but this is the map. And should we go this way, we will just fall off the map. But that is not how it works. We have an infinite map, and if we tick that box, then the map will be infinite. Also, should maximize always here. So for example, we walk now here. And as you can see, the map is popping in, and we arrive back where we started. It's completely infinite. And what we could then also do is go into our shader, assets, infinite open world, curved world shader, material, let's say to material, and then we could give it a curve. Here it says somewhere where's it saving thing? Thought we exposed this. That's just weird. In the prefabs, this is probably gonna show up. Default material, wait, what? Oh. We're giving it the material during creation. I don't think that's a good idea. Also, what we want to do is give this here a sprint button. Let's just copy a line of code here. And we're going to say caps lock for sprint. Good, that's also what we're gonna put in. But yeah, what about this stupid shader? Default map. So this is just the shading. Then we have the material. Metallic, smoothness. I don't understand. Standard plus curved shader. Let's give it the curved shader instead. Good, and then we can give it a curve. Let's Give it a curve like that and see if that changed anything. No? Probably have it in the code somewhere. Oh, and we're completely disregarding the chat. But when I say it, that's fine. Right. Create areas, create all, map move. Don't we have a button here? Like curved, but we got rid of it probably. Definitely. So the default tile doesn't have a thingy. And if we switch it up, here it gets ignored. Why? Create test character, create curvature and colliders. Curvature. Game curvature is a good mesh render material test material. And then what? We give it the test material. Is not curved. Do we have anything here? No. Do have the curved shader there though. Why? Why is there a mesh renderer in this? That should not be. And it's good we can change this here. However we want it. Maybe it just wasn't curved enough? Yes. Alright. So we do have a curved wall now. And this is going great. But the sprint button has to be functional, because this is terrible. Good, let's go into the test character code. And that is then how you make the world curved. You can even curve it very much. And this is amazingly curved. Like crazy pants. Whee! We do have the surrounded hole, don't we? Just messing around here. Default tile is 3x3. Tile size is 3x3. And this tile's area is defined. Raise tile 2x2 exact. Why is this not showing up? Probably have something defined there. Create a tile area using settings in this inspector. That is also something we could do. Something we have to figure out. Good. Project settings. Prefabs. If we change an element here. Good. It should show up, but it does not. If we hit play, this all is getting created. Alright. So what is happening here first? Container, then we create the areas, then we create all, and then we move the map. Yeah, this again. We kind of want to do this in order. Because now the coroutines start the same time. Could do a wait until start coroutine map move. Create areas. I think the create all should encompass the areas, and when the areas are done, we should create the rest. Or we do a create all and ignore the areas. Because in the create all, we can check if the coordinates are anywhere in default areas. All tiles of area, TP fab. Yes. So we do have this twice. And instead of creator, we do a check. Create all. How do we skip this? Creator, the center tile is created. We run a spiral. And then we create the tile. Alright, sure. But in the create tile, we could skip. Tile replacing code goes here, there you go. If world grid contains, we will skip the tile, because it's already there, unless we want to replace it. Good, let's consider that. That is going to be a bool. Replace exist. And that equals false. Good, just for the future. Also, continue to return. So that should then be if replace exist is false, then we return. Otherwise, we have to delete the tile that is in place. It's gonna be rough. Because who knows what's in there. If we want to delete on the fly, we have to take all the existing objects that are not part of a tile and to make them push them out into the world. But that is for game stuff. That should be the responsibility of the designer. Maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. Forge code contains key. If not replace exist, return. Else tile replacing code. We deleted it on accident. Instead of cutting tile, replacing code goes here. Delete existing tile. Deal with objects that need to be preserved. Objects. Object children of tile that need to be preserved. Delete existing tile. Good. And then we're going to replace the tile. Just keep on with the code. And then we have to return if. If that is part of the thing during creation. Probably might be a better idea to might be a better idea to make the level, make the map first. So the easiest thing is creating the areas and then creating the map on top of it. Like we have it. But currently we create everything on at the same time, and that's bad. So create all should create areas first. And that is good if all areas get up. So we just create all. And then we go into the create all. Creating the center tile, also not until this is all created. Start the coroutine, create areas. Oh, and that is, since this is a coroutine, surely that will work fine. Create tile 00 is what now? Let's find out here in our code. Running back and what the what? 0 tile is a lower tile size 1 by 1. And what do we have? Lower tile size 1 by 1. In order to know what the heck is going on, let's give this something else. The default tile 1 by 1. Good, see how it looks. And if it gets created first. It does not look like it got created first. So we're not waiting until we're done. In other words, that is fair. You have to give it another Boolean. Like pre-designed areas first or something. Good, let's go into our... Why did we give this material here? I don't think this is necessary. It's nice we can dope around with a shader. But otherwise... Alright, create interiors and then wait until... How does this work again? Let's find out. Unity coroutine wait until. Good. How does this work? First one allocates memory for the lambda. Also, it might be the first one. At least one from ensure. Yeah, it's easier this way. We have used it before. So that's alright. Wait until or why we're not done. Areas done. While the areas are not done, we just wait here. Good. Now, create areas. This is the end of areas. End of create areas. Yes. End of create areas. What the heck is this? Areas. Areas done equals true. Good. Areas done is going to be hidden in the inspector. Anywhere is fine. Good. Make it public. This is ridiculous. Private. Nothing. Protected. It doesn't make a difference. Just make it public so you can access it from other scripts. It is the reasonable thing to do. Good, let's see if we get our raised platform now in the middle. And we do. Good, and we're surrounded by these two. By two towers around. That didn't work right. What happened there? This is a bit... This is a bit wrong. It had like this ball cylinder. Wait, can we not see it? No, it's just the collider changing. Whoop. Like whoop. Less collider and then boing. Yeah, that's nice, but does not work. Maybe we're not defined correct. Yeah, we need 3 here, so everything works fine. If you want a surrounded area in the middle. Also, what if we drop down the character? And when are we dropping down the character? Should be dropped down when the 00 is created. Create all, map move. So create all is nice now. And create test character. This creates a test character at the end of it. Host character. So we want to move the host character on top of the tile in the middle. Map is done is true. So what we're gonna do is host character, transform position different. And host character transform position equals world grid. Vector to 0. Transform position plus. Do not know if this works. Are you complaining there? Yep. Non-invocable member cannot be used like a method. 229. Transform position equals can be used like a method. So we're not allowed to do math? That's rude. Are you complaining now? We are allowed to transform position. It's non-invocable number, right? Non-invocable number can't be used. What? World grid. Oh, because we're dictionary. Alright. Where were we? Position. World grid. What are we doing? This is embarrassing. Value? No. It is a dictionary, so if we give it the key, it's going to return the value. That's how a dictionary works. Hopefully. Let's see. That music, by the way, is fantastic. It is one of the best soundtracks ever. It is a Borderlands 3 soundtrack. We never get to listen to it. My old friend of mine, we play the game because we listen to our own music, but this is really good. This is absolutely excellent. Alright, so where are we? What did we do? Oh, we spawned the character on top of the tile now. Did we? Let's try again. Boop. Oh yeah, that sounds... feels right. Good. Infinite open world. Prefabs. Let's put in the different prefabs. So we want to surround ourselves by 3x3. And then on the inside we want 2, 1, 2. Oh no, it is 3x3. Hold on. That would be 2 tiles only. We have an idea. We surround ourselves by 3x3 except for north, west, south, and east. It's gonna be 2x2. So here. And then there maybe? Don't know. See how it looks. It looks just beautiful. Divine. And what if we have a raised platform like no tomorrow? A raised 2x2 in the middle. Oh no. 2x2 exact. Lowered 1x1. Oh, we don't have one. Oh, that's fine. Good. So now we have a little bit of a plus in the middle. Good. And why is the map not moving when we're too high? The guess is the map height is not configured correctly. Or it is configured to whatever the designer wants. Good. Alright. So I wonder if we do have the caps lock actually. We don't know. Let's see. Sprint, caps lock. or numpad 8. That's very nice. Just have to put it in there somewhere. Character size, can we make it smaller? We'll push it up further. Good. Let's see how that looks. Very nice. We have to implement it, of course. And that is just so that the playtester can do something. If the playtester has their own thing, like say they have a cube and they say, no, I don't need a character controller or test character or anything, then they can put in their cube. And then they cannot control anything. See? But the problem now is a different one. What is happening there? Why is there another cube? How did the cube get cloned here? That's interesting. That's different. We have to figure that out. So let's play unfocused in the future. Oh, because the cube is still in, of course. It's deleted. And if we say this is our character controller, then it's gonna go whoop. And we have this now. But we should get rid of all this here. Because if the designer has their own character controller, surely they know how to control them. Main camera. Mesh renderer. Easy peasy. Host character, create character. If the prefab is not null, we create it. But we will also get rid of the thingy there in the main camera. So this is slapped on the main camera here. Will it always be slapped on the main camera? There's no telling, so let's reference camera, may get component mesh renderer, but what if they change it? How do we check if a component exists? If camera main, if they mess around, let's say if this get component mesh renderer, how does this work again? Mesh renderer. Do we need this? Can I just say transform? Or can we just not just say get component? Get component mesh renderer enabled false. No idea if this is how you do it or not. Probably not. Let's see. Kind of yes, kind of no. Main camera. Mesh renderer. If get component mesh renderer. Get component mesh renderer enabled false. Create test character. Oh, if it's equal to 0. Whoops. If we have it, then it was in the wrong logic there. But it did not complain about the code during compile. So that's fantastic news. Alright, else source character. See if it works or not. No compile errors. Now this help text should vanish. And it does. Beautiful. It's almost like we know how to code. Almost. So where are we going from here? First of all, the reverse test. None. Good. And then we should go back here. We click it, we're focused. And we can test. Right. Should we do the sprinting now? Or should we start with this code? Area name. Does it even change anything here? No. We don't even need that. So much to do. Let's start with the controls, because controls are fun. Completely not necessary for this asset. Create terminal infant open world test player controller. New font or container text. What? Oh, oi. That's a different project there. Yeah. Good. ISO view. There's a lot in here already. Transform. Boop, boop. Right. Update is called once per frame. Horizontal move, new vector. Capsule collider. Clicking set up the camera for first person over shoulder. If not in ISO view. But if we are, we will zoom in and out the camera. Camera will go up and down simply. Or if it's askew, it will move towards the center of screen maybe. I think that would be better. Do we know the map offhand? Don't know, but let's do an ISO view toggle here. And we press the button. Then you can simply once look around, or press the characters on returning to move. We have to do this. And play able to zoom in and zoom back out of release. Zoom in until a certain point. So much to do. Hit key up. Zoom out again. This is all controls. On GUI debug text. Wait a minute, what? This is not working, isn't it? Yeah, this is just something not working. Let's get rid of it. Don't need it either way. What was this? Transform position, get access. This is the character controller. That moves. And this should move the camera. Camera main transform right, boop, forward move speed, transform position plus equals. Right, depending on where we look. Move speed. Good, transform position. Fixed update. If ISO view. If ISO view. Good, else this. Good, if ISO view. We do that. Else we do this. Good. It's not the transform position, it is the camera position. Copy. Paste. Camera main. Transform position. Camera main. Transform position. Alright. What's the problem? We're missing a parenthesis. If ISO view. Right. And then we have to go into ISO view. And that reminds us we create a test character if the host character prefab is not 0. And then we go and say, oh wait a minute. Well, that's not our problem. Not going to do it. We meant to be in ISO view then on default, but that's not our problem. If they have a test character, they should be able to move around and look around however they want. Because they made their own test character. If not, then we're gonna have the host character prefab here. What? The test character gets created. Otherwise, the host character gets created there. That's right. We would have put it in the wrong thing again. But all right, ISO view is that. Let's toggle the ISO view on pressing the V button. Input get key down. Good. Input get key down V is going to ISO view XOR total. That's gonna toggle the ISO view a little bit back and forth. But is that the only thing we do there? No. We have to zoom the camera out. The camera main transform position. So we do this, and then we have to use parentheses. We don't like to do this. Curly brackets. So if ISO view camera position camera main transform position equals, I don't think we have one, ISO cam position. Why is this a vector too? Are we using this somewhere? Make this work. Input mouse scroll delta. The heck? Alright, first off, this is a vector 3. And the default ISO cam position equals something we put in there. Good. Non-ISO cam is vector 0 for the moment. If ISO view, we consider control, and this is zoom in, zoom out. Mouse scroll delta. Cam position plus equal. Current translate, we're just gonna translate here again. Oh no, it is a spam bot again. I swear this is part of Twitch. Just to make people realize they have the chat on or something. I don't know. Terrible. ISO cam position. Where we're gonna put this? Camera main transfer equal ISO cam position. And else camera main transform position is non-ISO cam position. Right. Why is ISO cam position spelled capitalized? That's not cool. ISO cam position. Make this work. Camera main translate. Wait, this is not even bad. Because this is where the camera looks at. Equals camera main transform translate. Should be easy enough, straightforward enough. If not, ISO view, and then the non-ISO camera position. Why would that change? Over here. Player can zoom in or out. Good. Oh, we changed a lot. Who knows if any of this is working? There is no telling. Alright, if not ISO view, then this, otherwise that. And then we go back into default positions if we switch around. Good, and camera main transfer position, ISO cam position, non-ISO cam position. It says here ISO cam position is vector 20. Is it? No, it is wherever the player put it. And then the first person, third person Q button. Not sure. Should just give it a default maybe. But let's test this. Good, what's the problem? Void to vector 333, right? Isocam position. We have to give it a default, I guess. Otherwise they complain. No? Convert type void to vector 33316. Translate. Oh. Alright. Else we don't need this. Good, and we don't have to give this 230. This must be something we give it in the inspector. Good, the name ISO view does not exist. 57. Right, if ISO view. There's a bool ISO view. What's the problem? Huh? Oh, because we misspelled. Oh, what the heck? Invert to ISO view equal false. No, we did not miss. Here. What do you mean it does not exist? It is up there, man. The name ISO view. Oh, 56. We did misspell. Down here. Good. What is this exclamation mark? Warning, the field display controller invert Y is assigned, but its value is never used. Really? 14. Invert is true. Good. We're not using this, apparently. Thank you, Unity, for telling us. Alright. Let's give us the maximized view. We can zoom out here, we can zoom out there, let's boop, and then we go here. Same thing, now we're just running the camera. So we have our nice bird view here. And we can move the camera as well. Oh, but we should restrain the bird view camera. That's a bit weird. Should restrain the bird view camera to the plane. Looking at. Maybe do it a bit faster. Alright, let's change the vision back again. Inside our character controller. Except where we were vectored into each. Right, main camera. Oh, wait a minute. We must grab this. We must grab the camera. The main camera position here. Alright. Non-isocam position. Isocam position. Non-isocam position vector 3, 0 is also bad. That should be whatever we give it there. Which is always spawning inside of the test character controller. Test character controller, are we here? No, we're creating a tile. We have it here somewhere. Create areas. Create all. At the end of all, page test character. Good. Camera transfer divided by 2. We also parent it. Should we unparent it? I think yes. And this is enabled true. That's fine. Oh, I know what we did before. We had it turned off by default. So that the player here does not see it, or the designer doesn't see it. That's absolutely fair. But it also means that we can go back somewhere and disable the code or leave it in, delete it or whatever. That deals with that. But whatever. Can leave it in. Good. Transform position this. Right. Start. Camera main transform position, host character transform position. Ah, host character transform position. That is different. So we are going to give it a vector 3 up divided by 2. The non-isocam position. And the isocam position equals camera main transform position. That should be reasonable. Good. But what about the look then? Isocam position, vector 3, isocam rotation. It's gonna be the Euler system. Isocam rotation. Because how is this going? I cannot remember. Unity camera rotation. I think it's euros or something. Setting the rotation. Camera main transform rotation equals and that's vector 3, I think. Camera rotation equals rotation. Good, and then we have to set this as well. Like they're doing here, camera main transform rotation, just like that. Oh, but can we read it out? The name isocam rotation does not exist. What? Isocam rotation. What is this then? Oh. Spelling. Rotazione. Can I quaternion to vector 3? There we go. Vector 3, so this is then a quaternion. I have no idea. seems to be working just fine. Good. So if we ISO view this and that and that, also have to switch out the rotation. Every time. So we need brackets, unfortunately. Let's do that then. Come here as a camp position and rotation equals isocam rotation. Camera returns from position. Rotation. Equals, and then we have to give it Euler's, right? Quaternion Euler. Now we give it the host character. Host character rotation. So transform rotation. So we look the direction we're looking at. Isocam rotation, wasn't there something else I was missing? Rotation. Position, rotation, position, rotation. Yes. Good. Camera main transform position, if not ISO view, is going to be the transform position plus non-isocam position. I cannot spell. It is in the genes. Good, let's reload. Right. And how would this look in the end? Right to maximize, so let's run around. Still did not do the sprint, but let's press V. Oh dear. Still doing this slowly. Zoom out to the camera. Where's the character, by the way? Oh, over there. And we can still move him. And now we're moving the camera, which is great. But what if we press V? Then we're inside again. Perfectly. Press V outside, V inside, V outside, V inside. Good, now we have to deal with the rotation. It's not supposed to rotate at all. And zoom in, zoom out should work. If open space. So are we still jumping around? Sure, why not? Okay. This is a test character. And that here is just for fun. To learn how it works. I'm gonna do this a little bit later. Mouse look around. Good, rotation, bum. Transform Euler angles, new vector. Must be around Y. We did this. Must be around Y. Why? vector to rotation. This is complicated stuff down here. So the transform is going looking around the y-axis, but the camera is gonna go look around the x-axis. Good. That is easy. Then the rotation. Good. And that is all very interesting. But if we move the mouse around in isometric, then this all does not happen simply. If not ISO view, do this all, otherwise don't. Good. Then we have our zoom shenanigans. Also gonna get this stuff. Nice kind of rotation. Camera gets rotated. Gets potatoed. This looks like a misspell, but no, that's how it's spelled. X, bam, bam. Good. Mouse look around, gets bam, bam, bam. They can zoom in or out depending on whatever, and can look. Mouse look is only in first person view. Around. Next to look up and down, camera gets rotated. In first person or whatever. In non-isometric view. Good. Otherwise, camera stays the same. Good. So this camera here is doing what now? Is looking where? We will find out when we press the V button. We can zoom out, we can zoom in, we can move around. Ah, but forwards and backwards is also move in out. And that must go along the Z-axis. Oh dear, what do we do? Oops. Must go along the Z-axis, of course. Good. Can we have the default position of the camera a bit higher? We should give ourselves a little bit of something to work with. But let's get it more upwards. See how that looks so fun. Just Joseph Stalin here again. Whoop! Oh, hey, we pressed the V button. No, we pressed the C button. Whoop! Why? It's the V button again. Because this is how we started. I think the camera gets moved even before the start method is called. Is the problem. But no big deal. Let's do some math. Oops. Let's say plus vector 3 up times 10. Good. Let's play focused. Good. Press the V button. Better. Way better. Beautiful even. And then we could even do some controls here, right click controls. For fun. And an A star. No, that would be too much for just an infinite open world asset for the Unity store. But that's what we're gonna do in our own game. Which of course will never happen. But this asset is on a good way. So now just moving forward and backward. ISO camera main transform position. Where do we do this? Here. Move, move, move. If the ISO view, good, transform position. Plus camera main transform right, no. Just... well, this is left right, isn't it? Yep. So this here would then be transform position plus equals vector 3 forward. Easy peasy. Not much to do there. Which is great. We don't like to do much. Let's press play. And see how it works. It works perfectly. Oh man, this is fun. We can even jump. Jump around, jump around. We forgot something. The camera, of course, is still parented to the controller, character controller. So let's pop it out and pop it back in, depending if we press the button. Here. ISO view camera transfer position. Boop. If ISO view, we have. Also, we love this toggle here, X or. Whoever uses this. We're the only people. Good, we popped out into ISO view, that means camera main transform parent is null. It's just null. Don't get confused here by our wonky way of speaking. Transform transparent equal transform. Let's see if this works or not. Good. So now when we pop out into isometric view and jump, see the character jumping towards the camera even. We would have to zoom out the camera. Oh, this feels slow. Let's have it faster. If ISO view. Good. Transform delta times delta time move speed times. This is move speed. Should be camera speed. Move speed, public int, range 5, 20, and the default is 10, and it's pan speed. Good. Copy. Times the key and speed. Oops, we selected all of them. Accidentally just meant to save. Alright, compiling this corrupts. And here we go. Off the camera. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Good. Can zoom in, zoom out. The zoom in, zoom out is very slow. But let's not worry about it. That doesn't matter too much. That's good enough. And then we can right click and move. I don't like this song. This song is terrible. That was the only song that was annoying. After 16 songs, there was one annoying song. I love the Borderlands 3 soundtrack. It's just great. And there's another annoying one. Good. Alright. Anything else we're gonna do today? So this was just derping around, to be honest. But here is something important. And that is... we want to see in real time what is happening there. So that the designer can put in areas that they like. And they're prefabricated then. So we're gonna give this a Boolean. Create type map area. What? Tiles area. And I put in your name if you want. I don't know. Okay, that's actually. What we should do instead is preview of the area created. Preview of the area created. Copy. And then this is going to be preview. And the preview is in the pre-creation. In reality. But if you turn this on and off, then here? Why is there not the thing there? Also, let's go back to our standard music here. Because as cool as this is a bit much now. Alright. We have to listen to each song individually and then add them into our list. Good. So why is this does this look so different? Tiles area script. Oh, because we have it in the editor. There we go. Here we have two scripts for the same derp. Alright, so if the Boolean preview is on or off, let's say it should be on per default. That is reasonable. Whoop, it is not on. No, it's on. And then this all is getting created. And if we turn it off, this all is getting destroyed. So in the create map area, and this is in the editor script, if the value is changed, we are going to check this value first. preview on, preview off. If preview. Oh, how do we? Oh. Editor GUI and change. Begin change check. Tiles area. Well, let's see if we can just take this on. If preview not return. And it's gonna complain. Oh, wait a minute. What? Expected a semicolon in line 17. Oh, whoops. If is not capitalized. Editor prefers inaccessible to protection. This garbage again. It's a public. Editor preview is inaccessible. Editor preview, what? If target preview, let's try that then. Object just not created for preview, and inaccessible preview exists. What? Let's make it even more clear what we're talking about here. Maybe that works. Still? Tiles area target preview contains, but this should be the script. This should be the script. Tiles area preview. No object reference required for the non-static tiles area. Yeah, which object does have it? This object has it. Target. I don't know. Seems too much. Do we have to get the component again? Noise pollution now. It's time to end this. The nerves are bare. Check is going to get component access and get components. How do we do this? There is no telling. There is no telling, and then there is no preview here. Editor preview is inaccessible. Which is weird. Is this in the editor script preview? Because does not contain a definition for. So it knows what we're talking about here. Area name. Surely that is not used somewhere else. Huh. So there is a preview in the area in the editor. They use that term. Good, how do we access this? Level editor. Oh, this was something else. Property drawer. Quaternion Euler. Property fields are so good. You can switch up shader settings for each individual object. What is this? Building a custom property for serializable. Good question. So how do we access the preview over there? How do we access anything? Target script. How can we find this out even? Unity custom inspector access variables. How to get a resulted inspector from string to get access to the editor script. This is not the custom editor. Custom inspector. Create a custom inspector. Good. This is a custom inspector. What the hell? UXML. Don't need that too much. Public float. In the Create a Customer Inspector folder. What? UXML. Custom property drawer. Create a default inspector. Wish we could just change the variables there. There is no telling. And this will take a ton of research to get done. We thought we had it done here. Because tiles area target. This already works. So if we change something here. Then if tiles area target. If tiles area target. Let's do a debug log. Tiles area target. Because we want to know what this even is. Just for kicks. Good, if we change something. Tiles area 0, tiles area. And then we validate. Good. We don't really validate, but it's fine. And then we add this in if it's not there. For example, we have here this element, because we will definitely create this default tiles area, or we will create this tiles area when we create the dungeon. But if it's none, then nothing gets created. So we press play and nothing gets created here. Oh, null reference also. That's not good. Infinite open world 109. We must check if that is or not. And create areas. Yes. Again, noise pollution. Head is exploding. Create areas. If the count is above 0, why is this security thingy not working? Because if it's empty, it should not create areas and it should not throw this error. That is super annoying. But let's fill it up, because here it says none. Wait a minute. 0. 0 size, there we go. 0 size, now everything gets built as regular. Good. But we don't want the regular build, we want the other build. And again, it's still 0. List is empty and there are 0 items in that list. But if we say, if we change anything here, like this button, then it's going to put it in. So that works. It puts in the script. This is the script reference. This is the script reference. Why can we not change things in the script like that? Object does not contain a definition for preview. But you do. There, preview, public bool preview is true. There is a definition. Accepting a first argument of type object could be found. Yeah, this will take a lot of research to make it work. But that's gonna be for another time. For now, I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. Thanks for chiming in, and I'm gonna see you next time. It's time for more coding the asset here. We're almost done, actually. This is just gonna be a little bit of dynamic added into it. And then we can make the YouTube video explaining everything and putting it in the asset store. Until then, have a good day and a good night.